Hello, and welcome to our next video in the series for Autonomous ERP is Now. In this video, we're going to focus on the D365 Supplier Communication Agent within the D365 Finance and Supply Chain Management solution. Microsoft has released several pre-built agents within D365 Finance and Supply Chain, ranging from sales, customer service, supply chain, HR, and finance. In this video, we're going to focus on the Supplier Communication Agent. Now, every agent comes with some KPIs built in by function, and the Supplier Communication Agent will show you as the KPI how much time you are saving by utilizing the AI agents. Now, the challenges with procurement is procurement specialists and managers spend hours every day combing through supplier communications and keeping the back office up to date. Any last minute changes drive procurement costs higher because we have to expedite shipping, buy from more expensive sources, or we have to pay late fees. And supply chain delays have big downstream impact, making it harder to deliver customer orders on time. But with the agents, the agent can process inbound emails for confirmations and changes and can update the system autonomously. The agent can also proactively follow up with suppliers on pending purchase orders and reduce risks of last-minute changes. And procurement specialists works with the agents to navigate supply chain disruptions to minimize customer impact while balancing the added cost. To summarize, basically, procurement specialists spend about 50% of their time managing supplier communications. They're reacting to supply chain disruptions, and they're spending a lot of time identifying the original purchase orders and identifying the source and inventory and trying to get approvals and communicate back that with the suppliers. And because of all this time, they don't have a lot of time to focus on strategic activities like negotiating new deals or finding new sources for suppliers. In our traditional workflow, procurement specialists need to read the incoming emails, understand the intent of that email, and extract the data. Look up the original purchase order to see what was originally done, identify stockouts and impacted customers, propose decisions and alternatives, inform the stakeholders of the delays, and then send an email back to the supplier. But with the agentic workflows and using the AI agents, the agent can automate the supplier follow-ups. They can manage the changes to the orders, and the user can review and approve the agent's actions. We will spend taking time from hours to minutes and saving about 33% of their time on those activities. Because the supplier communication agent is so large, I'm going to break this into two separate videos. The first video that we'll do will be looking at the agents as it changes to the confirmations, where I receive a PO confirmations and they're doing PO change request. In the second video, we will talk about follow-ups, automated follow-ups for confirmations that are still unconfirmed or delayed purchase orders. So in this first video, let's talk about the two scenarios we're going to cover today. The first scenario, we're going to be Contoso Entertainment System, and Julia has received an email from Acme, our vendor, requesting changes to the delivered quantity and the receipt of the purchase order. Julia would like the help of the agent to scan the email, send it to the procurement team, and identify the fields in the purchase order lines where the vendor has indicated there will be changes. She would like to review these changes and accept the selected changes into the purchase order. In the second scenario, Julia will receive a confirmation from another supplier regarding the receipt date of the purchase order raised. Julia would like to take the help of the agent to scan the email sent and update the prospective purchase order with the receipt date provided by vendor, but notice there's a terminology difference. These are the two scenarios we're going to cover. So let's go ahead and get into the system and show you how the agent can help you with these two scenarios. Procurement managers easily spend several hours a day communicating back and forth with vendors. Let's cut that time down with our AI agents. On my D365 homepage in my immersive workspace, we can say the system has already proposed two ways that I can interact with those agents. The second one that we're going to focus on in this video is updating purchase orders with Supplier Communication Agent. So let's go ahead and do a one-time setup and activate this agent to go ahead and get working. The first step is to do a one-time setup. Here I have the option to specify when the agent should create an actionable summary for emails from any vendor or certain vendors regarding a purchase order, as well as which email address it can access. Now, after I click activate, we can see that we now have a new fact box on the right showing me that I have activity. On the left-hand side, I can see 2 emails have been received. Starting with the bottom, we can see an email from Acme Office Supplies where they're saying there's one item they can't deliver any quantity of that they committed to in the original PO, and one they can deliver a smaller quantity. Looking above, I can see the agent has reviewed the email and generated a summary of these changes the vendor wants to apply, changing the quantity of one item from 20 to 10 and canceling the other one completely for the second item. This summary is so easy for me to consume, I don't even need to touch my Outlook account. All I need to do is click Apply All Changes and update my ERP system. Now, the second email is a little bit different. The customer stated they can fully deliver the quantities expected, so the summary has been accepted, but the agent noticed they use slightly different language. They are using the words cassettes instead of cartons. So if I go up here and click above, we can train the agent to set up a rule that states that when the vendor uses the language cassettes, they actually means cartons. So to simply accept that without needing my review. Using this first capability from the agent, generating purchase order summaries and capturing changes in our ERP system, I can save hours every day that can be used instead on business performance impacting work like negotiating better deals with vendors or sourcing alternative products. Now, as you can see within these first 2 examples, the AI agent saved me about 10 minutes of work where without having to touch my email, I was able to read an email. I didn't have to go look up the original purchase order, and the system identified the changes in the confirmation that they were confirming of a quantity reduction from 20 to 10 and canceling another line item out completely, as well as a second confirmation where I was able to train the agent to say, hey, they use the term cassettes, we use the word cartons, go ahead and let that go through without me having to approve each time. As you noticed, I was able to still interact and say, I want to approve these changes to the system without the agent going ahead and doing a full autonomous version. Thank you for watching this video on how AI agents can help by managing changes to PO confirmations. Thank you.